care, I'm still free. You can't. Oh. So, continuing my series in search of the greatest sci-fi show of all time, and now Firefly. So, I mentioned the X-Files the other day, and that's really my archetype for a show that went on too long. Whereas Firefly is the quintessential cut to short series. So this quirky little space western only ran for half a season, but like Star Trek before it, fans clamored so hard for a continuation and bought so much merchandise that a film was released to close up some of the storylines left dangling by the series. And the show features a wonderful ensemble cast, great humor, really unique dialogue. It joined the pantheon of sci-fi classics based just on its 14-episode run and that 2-hour feature film. So, can it claim the title? Is it the greatest sci-fi show of all time? Listen, for many years, this was my favorite show. I find it endlessly entertaining. I would still probably say that Serenity, the movie, is my favorite film to watch. In fact, fun story. You know, as a teacher in Texas, I often have to proctor standardized tests, which means just pacing around a room, eagle-eyed on estudiantes doing their testing. You're not allowed to do anything else. You can't do anything. You can't read. You can't look at your phone. You just have to... So I know this movie so well, I can literally play it in my head as I'm doing this. That's how much I love Firefly and Serenity. But listen, it's not without its flaws. The ragtag crew found family here. It's peak Joss Whedon, for better or for worse. We know how the bloom has come off that rose, and if you look at it, you start to see some of the problematic excesses of his style peeking through. And sometimes the show is just a little too in love with its own conceits. But taken together, the show and the movie are a wonderful sci-fi ode to freedom. It's a rejection of order for order's sake, and like Buffy before it, a celebration of diversity and being who you're meant to be. So it's one of the greats, to be sure. Is it the great? For that, you'll have to just stay tuned.